Hey guys, you know that situation, somebody comes to you and they ask for help, but all they do is yammer the whole time. So you're sitting there, you're like, yeah, but, and they don't let you get a word in edgewise. They don't let you say anything that's actually going to help them. They don't listen for it, right? It's like you might start to get a little something in, but then you get cut off, right? They're just yammering away. Frustrating. It's very frustrating. But what about when it's you? What about when it's you? And we've all been that person. If we're honest with ourselves, we've all been that person at some point. Some of us a little bit more than others. It's very frustrating. Let's open our Bibles and let's open up to Mark chapter 4. Mark chapter 4. And we're going to look specifically at verse 39. So Mark 4, verse 39, the word says, "He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, 'Quiet! Be still!' And the wind died down, and it was completely calm." So here we have the disciples, and there's a storm raging around them, and they are freaking out, man. Like, oh, that's it, we're going to die. They're just freaking out. They're all over the place. And they're not realizing, if Jesus is being calm, so should we. It's just like, no, it's like, dude, come on. What's going on? We're going to die. And they're just losing it. And we are the same way. We run into trouble, something that we need help with. We go and we ask for help. And we just start yammering away. We don't give people that. They start to say something, and we're not hearing the whole thing. We're catching part, right? Oh, yeah, but, and then we start putting requirements for the help that they're giving, right? Say, oh, but you need to do this, or you need to do that, or you're going to need this to do it, and I have this, but we need something big, so you're going to have to go and get this, right? And there's just all this stuff. And they're panicked. They're caught up in a storm. You're caught up in a storm. So am I. It happens to all of us. And Jesus, he lets it go on to a point, and finally he gets up and goes, shush! God does the same thing with us. Eventually it gets to a point. It's like, dude, enough! Enough is enough. It's time for a change. Stop! Also, right? And he tells us to listen. See, that's the problem, is we don't listen to hear. We listen to respond. We have key phrases, key words, and then boom, we're on the attack ourselves. We need to follow the example set by the prophet Habakkuk. If you go to Habakkuk chapter 1, the whole thing, he's sitting there and he's unloading his burden, his stress, right? Things are getting deep. The Bible tells us Judah's fallen into sin. There's corruption all over the place. Like, they've really messed up. And then God, he's had enough. So he's sending the Babylonians in to come and deal with them. Right? A reckoning has come. It's time to pay the piper. And Habakkuk, he's sitting there, he's like, whoa. He knows what's coming. He's like, whoa, Lord, I know we messed up. We got sin, we got corruption, we got things going on that shouldn't be, things that go against what you told us to do. But really, you're going to send these animals? I mean, these guys are worse than us. They're the worst. You're going to send them. Do you not realize what's going to happen to us? Yeah, God knows. He's doing it for a reason. There's a lesson to be learned here. Punishment needs to be dealt out. I shouldn't say punishment. Justice. Justice needs to be dealt. And that's what's happening. So that's what's going on. So he voices his concerns, like, oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be painful. And he unburdens that, and when he's done, as we go into chapter 2, listen to this. This is what Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1, this is what he says. I will stand my watch and set myself on the rampart and watch to see what he will say to me and what I will answer when I am corrected. Because we need to be corrected. It's part of why we're in the situation we're dealing with at the time. We need to stop listening to respond and start listening to hear. And the problem is, we're so focused on this, and we're busy yammering away. It's like, this is what you're doing. This is what you need to do. We lose sight of the big picture. We lose sight of Jesus and what he has in store for us, what he can do to help us. We're too busy talking and panicking and freaking out on the storm to hear what God's trying to tell us. Because you have to remember, God speaks to us, usually it's in a very gentle voice. It's a very gentle way. He doesn't yell at us typically. He doesn't want to bark at us. He just wants to talk. And people are more apt to listen when you talk calmly anyway. Right? And that's what we need to do. We need to follow this example. It's like, yeah, go unburden yourself. Voice your fears. Voice your concerns. Voice your frustrations. But instead of saying, hey, this is how we fix it, put yourself on the rampart. Close your mouth and open your ears. Start listening. Listen to what the Lord has for you. And you'll get the answer that you're so desperately in search of. Isaiah 21 verse 8 paints a similar image. It says, then he cried, a lion, my Lord, I stand continually on the watchtower in the daytime. I have set my post every night. The Babylonians worship themselves and other idols. We're the same because we get caught up listening to our own voice, our own nonsense, our own pride. It gets in the way, and it blocks everything out. Ultimately, it takes us down. It takes us down. We need to learn patience again. We need to learn how to speak to God again and open up that communication. Because every relationship needs communication or it will fail. But we need to get out of our own way. We need to get out of God's way and listen to what he has to say for us. He'll answer your prayer if you're quiet long enough and you're paying attention and watching. You just have to learn how to be still.